Okay, our next phase is the warm-up pod, or sorry, the flexibility pod in the prep group. Okay, this we're doing basically stretching. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through all the different stretches. I'm going to remind everybody that the kids are going to hold for a 15 count on the right side, then switch over to the left side, do another 15 count on the left side, then come back and go 15 again on the right, and then 15 again on the left. Because we're going to do about 2 sets of flexibility on each leg. If you want to do them all together as a group and everybody's counting, you know, or at least a coach is counting, that's cool too. Obviously we got a big group. The coaches need to kind of circulate so that they're, you know, kind of watching all this stuff. Okay, first thing is a hamstring stretch. Obviously we're at a little bit of a disadvantage because we really don't have the opportunities that we have, let's say at Burroughs, for example, with the ledges and the different things that we have to use. So I'll do the best I can with what we got. First thing is a hamstring. What we want to do, we want the one foot, the down foot, pointed directly towards the fence. Okay, not open like this, so the hips will be open this way or this way as you're doing it. We want to keep the hips nice and square to the target. Foot's going to come up. You're going to try to leave the leg straight if they can, best they can, you know, but there may be a little flexion because they may just be that tight. If they can reach towards the toe or whatever, you want to try to bring the chest, not curl it like this, but just hinge from the waist and come forward. I'm not real flexible right now, so, you know, I'm not that impressive, so don't worry about this. But it's a 15 count, you know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So that's that side. Just have them switch. Remember the toe pointing forward. Here, nice posture. Everything needs to be done with nice posture. Look at the kid's posture and always emphasize posture. Posture and balance. Again, you're going to go 15 count, switch back to the right for 15, switch back to the left for 15. Now we're going to go quadricep stretch. Okay, number 2. So I'll do it facing and then I'll also turn to show them the different posture on it. Is, you know, the opposite arm from the leg stretching is going to be on the fence for balance. We are going to grab the ankle, or the shin, actually better yet, not the toe. This is what you see a lot. This is not what we want to see, nor this or any of that bad posture stuff. We want to see the shin, and we see how the knees are down towards each other, lined up with each other, and the ankle is locked. If you notice the toe, this is called dorsiflexion. We want to be dorsiflexed in almost all these stretches, okay? So this is releasing the system, and we don't want to do that. We want to grab here, and we want to be locked into place. So again, it's 15 on the right, 15 on the left, 15 on the right, 15 on the left. I believe we're about, what, 14 minutes for the whole thing, I think, ultimately, just to throw that in. Okay, what do we got next?
IT band.
IT band, okay. Real important, much more important for the knees and the hips than you'd even realize. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put this leg we're stretching down close to the fence. Maybe I'll be a little closer to where it actually doesn't bend here. Okay, foot goes here. This one comes over. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the fence with my off arm. Okay, and you notice I'm pressing that hip out. The IT band runs down the side of the leg and around the hip. Okay, I don't want them to turn towards the fence. I want them to keep their hip plane and their shoulder plane pretty much equal. See that? I'm staying pretty much equal. The hip and the shoulders are staying equal, and they're not turning and buckling against. Okay, again, we're going to go a 15 count like this, spin to the other side, foot down here, close to the fence, cross over for balance, press that hip. They should be feeling a stretch through this hip and down the side of the leg. Trust me, the IT band, when you talk about ACL injuries, the IT band is running through here, so we're going to need to have everything somewhat lubricated and lathered up. Lathered up is the key word for all this whole warm-up thing. That's what they got to get to do. Hip flexor stretch. Again, another huge thing for soccer and all sports really. Going to a lunge position. If you notice, the knee is directly above the ankle. Posture is good. I'm not leaning towards my leg here. If you have to, move them in so they can keep and brace against the fence. The back knee is not on the ground, it's off the ground. This is the one we're stretching. You notice I'll switch over to the other side so you can see that side. Okay, we're stretching through here. Now there is a little bit of residual effect over in the glute on the opposite side, but I want them to be upright with good posture. I want this at a right angle, okay? Again, next.
Gastroc.
Gastrocnemius. There's 3 muscles in the calf. Two of them are the gastrocnemius, or the gastroc. One of them is the soleus, okay? Both have to be hit. We can do this. Normally we do it with a ledge. You drop off a ledge or a curb, but we don't have that readily available here. So we're going to go straight leg up against the fence. If you notice, I'm stretching my right. My heel is on the ground. My knee is locked. Okay, and I'm stretching that. Okay, the two gastrocs connect above the knee joint. So it's important that that knee is locked. Okay, again, is 15. We switch over for 15. Switch back for 15. And then switch back for 15. Remember, I want these done along with our warm-up. I want them done in training flats like this or something equivalent. Okay, soleus. Now, the other muscle, which connects below the knee joint, okay, so it needs to be isolated, and that we do by looking at the toe. Have the kids look at the toe with their eye line, and then with their foot flat on the ground, hide the toe with the knee. Okay, they're going to complain about their quads. Oh, I'm feeling it in my quads. Well, yeah, because they got to support their weight. But the foot is still flat on the ground, and the soleus, which comes up, they all come out of the Achilles tendon, and it comes up underneath the head of the calf, which is the gastrocs. We need to stretch that too. Trust me, I've been there, and it plagued my career, that damn soleus.
Inverted butterfly.
Inverted butterfly. Okay, the groin. We're working the groin. I'm going to get a little squishier grass right here. You're going to come down. If you notice, come around the back side of me. Okay, knees are spread, feet are facing each other. Okay, I'm going to come out and I'm going to press my hips forward towards the grass. I'm going to hold it for 15 seconds. I'm going to roll back into here with the butt kind of coming towards the heels for 15. I'm going to press back down again for 15. Okay, and then back down to the butt again for 15. That's the inverted butterfly. It's the adductors in there and the groin and some of the soleus and so on get hit, or psoas, excuse me, get hit with that.
Piriformis.
Piriformis, okay, real important too. And God, you guys really need to do this yourselves, because if you guys have lower back pain, it's usually coming out of the piriformis and it's locking up your lower back because this is tight in here. Okay, normally we do this on a bench, but you can also do it on the flat ground. If you notice, the side of my leg is flat on the ground. Okay, I'm going to try to square my hips back up and face the target. If you look at my back foot is straight up and down. It's not out like this. Okay, I'm going to try to roll my hips so I'm on top of my quad here, and then I'm going to lay down on the inside of my leg. I'm going to hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, or actually let's do 15. 15, and then of course switch over to the other side. Side of the leg is on the grass. I'm going to roll the hips to square. Okay, some of you guys, it's going to be hard because you're going to be tight. But you're going to try to at least square your shoulders up and lay back down on that leg for 15 seconds. See, if you notice again, the back leg, the foot is straight up and down. It's not, we call this being in the bucket, and that's being turned out to the side. We don't want to do that. We want to square up like this.
Pecs.
Pectoralis, okay. Yes, we're playing soccer, but yes, we need to stretch our upper bodies. Okay, we're going to take anchor point against the fence. We're going to turn away from the fence with the hips. This is going to stretch your upper delt and your pec. Okay, feel that stretch across the chest. If you notice that in kicking, there's a lot of rotation and stretch across the torso that creates leg strike and foot strike speed, and this is part of what starts that. Okay, so you're going to turn away. What you can do is you can make the pec and the backside delt. Is that what's next?
Yeah, posterior delt next.
Okay, so you can actually take those and put them together. So you can go here and then just spin to the inside with the same foot position. And again, you're facing away, you've turned your hips, or stretching the back part of the delt. Okay, so what I would do is go 15 on the pec, 15 on the delt, just go back to 15 on the pec, and then 15 on the back delt, and then go ahead and switch to the other side. And just go 15, 15, 15, 15. That way you can get it all done in a much more concise, condensed region. What do we got next?
That's it, bro.
That's it. Okay, so there's your flexibility pod of the warm-up group.